Dharmasya moolam artham. Even dharma needs money. Which is why World Hindu Economic Forum was born, to make society prosperous. After its inauguration in Hong Kong in 2012 and the Bangkok Conference in 2013, WEF met again in New Delhi in 2014.
The inherent strength that Indian economy, knowingly or unknowingly, over the centuries built itself are two things: your entrepreneurship and your power to save. We find, much to a pleasant surprise, that the investment that the Indian entrepreneur has made abroad sometimes is even more than the investment of that country in India. This is true of very many developed countries like Canada, UK. And would you believe it that when you're sitting in the negotiation, you're able to tell them, our entrepreneurs have invested far more in your country, generating far more employment than you advanced economies are coming and doing in India.
अब हिंदुस्तान का एनवायरनमेंट बदल चुका है. डिजिटल इंडिया, इनोवेशन एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, इसकी बात हो रही है. पॉलिटिक्स फॉर प्रोग्रेस एंड डेवलपमेंट की बात हो रही है. सुखी, समृद्ध, संपन्न, शक्तिशाली हिंदुस्तान, जो भय, भूख, आतंक और भ्रष्टाचार से मुक्त हो, ऐसा देश निर्माण हो, ये हम सबका मिशन है. हमारा टैलेंट, विज्ञान, तंत्र विज्ञान, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एंड वैल्यू बेस्ड फैमिली सिस्टम एंड वैल्यू बेस्ड एजुकेशन सिस्टम, इसका उपयोग करके ज्ञान, विज्ञान और तंत्र विज्ञान का अगर साथ लेंगे तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम दुनिया में नंबर 1 की ताकत बन सकते हैं. ये हमारी क्षमता है.
As represented in Kautilya's Arthashastra, or as represented in sections from the Mahabharata, Hindu enterprise did not depend on governments. Many of the things today we associate with government delivery were not items that were delivered by the government. Traditionally, that's not been the case. And even today, if we can ensure that the government or the state gets out of the way, I personally am confident that Bharat's economy and Bharat's enterprise will do exceedingly, exceedingly well.
We are not an emerging market, sir. We are a re-emerging market. We were top of the world till 1820. India is the only country where half of the economy is called residual. You know, the whole world has become a opportune place for the Hindu community. If the networking system begin to become a powerful one on a global basis, then it would be very much possible for the next generation of youngsters to prove their entrepreneurship capabilities on a global scale.
The so-called organized, the so-called the government, the so-called everybody is contributing only 20% to our economy. But the unincorporated small and medium enterprises are contributing 80% to the value addition for this country. China is just 11 million SMEs. India is 48 million SMEs. So let us give a big hand to the India unincorporated.
45 million MSMEs, and less than 0.5% of them are in exports, and yet they account for almost half of industrial exports. We need to create some support system for MSMEs, particularly when they go out and abroad.
There are some 20 million Hindus all around the world, excluding, of course, India. And apart from the Chinese diaspora, the Indian diaspora, the Hindu diaspora is the biggest in the world. And this is something that World Hindu Economic Forum needs to take note of, and we need to exploit it.
Today, technology is a real competitive advantage. I can tell you that when we used to recruit employees for my company, in the old days, we would be calling up people, calling up their references, spending weeks and months on end. But now what we do is we recruit a person and we use social media. We find out what they have been posting on their Facebook. We find out through LinkedIn who their connections are. And it has saved us a tremendous amount of money, but our success rate has become much higher as we do our recruitment.
Over a period of time, I've realized that most women entrepreneurs, we tend to get complacent at a certain stage. We don't really have many women entrepreneurs in the country who are at the growth level. So we felt that there was a larger need for women entrepreneurs to be, given that motivation at that point to grow, to delegate, to grow their business. And so then we started this organization called eMerge, which is for women in engineering, technology, and business services.
If you can't find a job, you must create a job by starting a small enterprise as an individual or as a team.
It's extremely important for us to focus on angel investment. The reason is that's the fastest way to accelerate an entrepreneurial ecosystem.
I'm not a born entrepreneur. I don't have the skill set to take all of this risk and stomach it all on my own. But this is exactly where a forum like this, the Hindu Economic Forum, helps. The most important thing for that other 97% of us is to find a team of fellow entrepreneurs who can, there are things that we would never do on our own, but which we would do together as a team.
We are possibly one of the oldest incubation society in the world. I can tell you today, there are enough ideas in this world, but most of these ideas suffer not because of the idea itself, not because the idea is bad, not because the idea is needed or not needed. They suffer because they do not have enough commercial prudence. जो कहते हैं ना, उसके पीछे बढ़िया बुद्धि नहीं है.
व्यापार एक निष्ठा से किया जाता है, एक श्रद्धा से किया जाता है, एक विश्वास के साथ किया जाता है, एक ट्रांसपेरेंसी के साथ किया जाता है.
Without success, nobody is going to listen to us. Success is most important. And when we succeed, we should help. And our hand should always be like this, never like this.
You have a golden opportunity that not many countries, that not many businesses that want to expand, that want to grow, that want to spread have. You have an opportunity to have your cake and eat it too. You have an opportunity to make money, but also to spread this great civilizational ethos that we have called Hindutva. Be yourself. Because in these countries in the Caribbean, you have Hindus who are very strong Hindus.
Enough is enough. Now the time is to wake up and stand up and fight. And that is how we have started Hindu Economic Forum Kerala. Our beloved Swamiji have given us a special permission to operate HEF Kerala in a separate platform because we wanted to accommodate everyone, all the businessmen in Kerala, including young entrepreneurs and senior businessmen. Shatahastena Sambadhya, Sahasrahastena Vigira. That's all about our forum people, global business community have to do for our Hindu community. We have to end with hundreds of hands and donate to our community with thousands of hands. Thank you very much. Jai Bharat Mata.
We met again in London in 2015 and last year in Los Angeles in 2016. This year we will meet again at Nairobi before we come together at Chicago in September 2018.